This would be a good time to ingest some extra caffeine. Late night adventures on the gridiron, and we all know anything can happen when you kick off after dark. Great to have you along. UB Stadium in Buffalo, home to the Buffalo Wolves. As we'll see a squad from Conference USA, the Missouri State Bears, taking on a team from the MAC, the Buffalo Wolves. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Pollack with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. Bulls will get this season underway as toe meets leather. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Bears offense will have the football first. Tight end now in motion. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
Timeout, Missouri State.
Wide receiver going in motion. Touch pass on the jet sweep. Runs through the tackle.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside, and David, it puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why offenses love to run it. It makes the defense communicate and see if you can just get him out of a spot.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
Really nice job to get it past the sticks, pick up the first down at the 30.
There's a reason third down is called the money down. What a great find by the quarterback. Great job finding his receiver. At the end of the game, you look at third down percentages. It tells a huge story, and it goes a long way in deciding who wins a football game.
Handoff to the single running back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Off the boot, looking for his man. Here he goes, breaking the pocket. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
Well, that's just a great play by the defender and great timing. It was the hit that forced that incompletion.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Wants to adjust the pattern. On 3rd down, going up top. That's caught. It's Johnson. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a 1st down. And the Bears will punt it away on 4th down. First time we've seen their punt team tonight. Here's the return. And he's going to get it up to about the 29-yard line before he's brought down. So Buffalo's offense will try to get something started with their first possession. And guys, defenses have been trying to figure out for years how to keep this guy from getting open, and they just can't seem to solve the riddle.
No, this guy has experience. He's been in the big moments. It is so nice to have a guy that's been in your system, in your scheme. He knows the in and outs. You can move him all over the field. You can't place a premium high enough on a guy that knows the system inside and out.
You're right, and tell you, it was a great day for this offense when he decided to come back for a senior year too. There were a lot of people that thought he might declare for the NFL. They weren't sure if they were going to lose him to the portal or not. He decided to come back. He believes this offense can do something special, and if they're going to do that, then he's obviously going to have a big year.
And the Bulls want to move quickly. Trying to pick it up on the ground. Turning it on. What a run. Gets it inside the 40 and out of bounds at the 36. The Bulls, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. To the air. It's Blake. Just a short pass to the tight end. He's there to make the stop, but the damage has been done as they pick up the 1st down on the throw and catch.
I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them because they gave up the completion, they gave up a 1st down, and now here's the offense back up at the line of scrimmage again, going tempo.
Gets it to the back. He snagged it, but he'll be stopped short of the 1st down. Good, solid pickup on that play. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Bulls can really attack on this 2nd and short. Give to the running back. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 of the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. The Bulls trying to pay off the threat on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. They went right back to him, and this time the defense was all over him. Nothing to show for that run. They'll run play action. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
Those are hard for offensive linemen when they get beat and you're going, no, look out for your blind side, watch out. But great job rushing the quarterback, getting him on the ground and getting the football out. A little extra bonus. Nice job by the defense getting nasty.
First play of the drive comes from the 22. Looking to throw on 1st down. Fires to the big fella. And he surges up to the 36-yard line, and they'll move the chain.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
Wants to go up top on 1st down. Catch in the middle, it's Robinson.
I love offenses and quarterbacks that are willing to take the easy stuff. Take those easy throws that are guaranteed to get positive yards. Yeah, I'm going to take big shots down the field too. But don't forget, it's easier to pick up 2nd and 5, 3rd and...
Picked off! What a play by this defense! Not a lot on the return, but they can live with that as they've got it at the 49.
And what a great job by the defense that time. Cover one, man coverage, and did you see how everybody was impressed? When you press receivers, you disrupt their timing. You get your hands on them at the line of scrimmage, you jam them, and it completely disrupts the quarterback and his thought process, and that time, that was a big reason that ball got INT'd.
First play of the drive comes from the 38. Wants to throw on first down. He's moving out of the pocket. Got him downfield. Boy, did he look as if he was going to go. Gets it down to the 37.
I love that play call, and quarterbacks are always licking their chops after their defense gets a takeaway because they know now, hey, I got a sudden change situation. I've got a chance to take a shot and pad my stats.
Flips it out on the screen. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be first down. Plays like that put just a second of hesitation in the defense to make sure, and they're able to take advantage here.
And they use the great timing with this call, right? Like, you can't call this play all the time, but you want to catch them when they're a little bit aggressive, not thinking about it. Nice job slipping the screen behind them, making the easy catch, and then getting downfield, picking up some extra yards.
We've reached the end of the first quarter, and it has been a defensive battle, and the stats tell the tale so far. Let's see if the offenses can find a little rhythm here in the second. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
How about that for efficiency if you're on this offense right now? 3 plays, 3 first downs. They get that one running the football, great vision and open field running ability. Everything they're doing right now is working. This play caller is in a rhythm.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
Looking to fire. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
Buying some time. Reels it in the end zone. Touchdown, Bears.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Boys, expect the unexpected in college football, and for some, this update could fall under that category. The Rebels were far from the friendly confines of home today, but they did what Rebels do. They defied the odds and came away with the road dub.
Looking to throw on first down. It's complete to the left. And he's brought down after a nice game. Man, this sophomore quarterback unleashed a cannon on that one. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. Looking downfield on first down. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Zings it complete to the right. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33.
Right, second quarter, getting closer to the half. Offense is still having a lot of success stringing some first downs together. Defense is going to need to figure something out before they get to halftime.
Got it in the middle. It's Bloom. stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the first down.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
The Bears with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. To the ground with the back. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
All right, nothing flashy there. He just did what it took to get the first down.
And the Bears will snap it on 1st and 10. Motion from the wide receiver. With jet sweep pass. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the first down play.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch, so pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, David, if I were allowed to have push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed ahead coming around the outside.
How many first downs is that alone, just on this drive? The defense, they keep this up, they're going to get worn out and continue to have to play more and more guys. They got to do something to change this.
They've moved it into scoring territory. 1st and 10 from the 11. It's complete to the right. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Bears!
I think you love starting the year off with some momentum, and that's exactly what this offense is doing. They're firing on all cylinders, defense doing their job as well. This team getting out the gates to start the season in great fashion.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Fielded in the end zone, it's Watkins. I know he thinks he can house every return. We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. To the air on 1st down. Lofts one deep down the right side. And it's knocked away and incomplete. The defensive back staying in phase and batting it away.
Well, we know this offense hasn't been able to get it going on the ground so far in this game. Now they're trying through the air, but give this defense credit. They've got a really good game plan. They've got all 11 guys on that side of the ball executing perfectly. Fantastic job in the back end that time, being in position and making sure that thing fell incomplete.
The Bears want to pick up the tempo. They're going to go to the air on 3rd and short. The throw. Pass is incomplete. The clock is down to 9.
It's funny. That's probably the most discombobulated the offense has looked so far in this game, right? After watching that incompletion there on 3rd down, they were just up and down the field earlier. Tremendous rhythm, tremendous balance. Everything their play caller was dialing up was working, lighting up the scoreboard.
Makes a catch. 1st down and maybe a lot more. Makes a grab and a nice gain. Gets it to the 35. The offense will stop the clock and use one of its timeouts. And with just a few seconds remaining here in the first half, they'll try to kick a field goal. And he'll try to bang this one through from 52 yards out and the left hash. Oh, that one will leave a mark. No good. Missed the field goal, missed the chance to make it a 3-possession game, but still a 14-point lead, guys. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, you've had yourselves a superb broadcast so far today in Western New York. And yes, football is a game of inches, but man, is that really the case when you consider the length of some of these possessions. Look, I'm not an analytics guy, but I do know this. The team that sustains drives and just moves the sticks might be the team that comes out on top today.
He'll bring it out. It's Watkins. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. They'll christen this drive from the 28-yard line. On the move, it's Blue. Defense closed down quickly after a gain of 3. They'll mark it at the 32.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down, and they got to keep that up here in the second half.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds. Mark it at the 47-yard line, and this offense is going to work. And the Bears come to the line with a new set of downs. He might want another play. They'll toss it to the left. They get him on the ground at the 37, but give him 15 yards on that chunk play, and they'll move the chains.
And here we go. If you're an offense, you got to get that ground game going so you can have some balance, and then you give it to your quarterback, Palmer, and let him make some plays down the field later on.
Yeah, exactly. And coming into this game, this offense knew they were going to have to some way, somehow, at least establish a semblance of a running game for exactly what you just said. You got to be able to use play-action pass later in this game to get some explosive plays down the field. And it's a play like that we just saw, which can help them get that going.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long different ways to affect him, weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls incomplete.
On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Grabbed in the middle, it's Robinson. They've got it just outside the red zone. They'll move the chains. It's at the 21.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the second half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be way tighter than on that last throw. Otherwise, this offense is just going to go up and down the field.
Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. They'll send the tight end in motion. Off the play fake. Looking to buy time. Fires downfield. Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly.
All right, you got to be careful here if you're the quarterback, right? Back-to-back incompletions. You've had a nice drive. You're still in field goal range, though. Think about this. You cannot take a sack. That has got to be what the play caller is reminding his quarterback about in the headsets right now. If it's not there, throw this thing away because we've got a chance to at least get 3 points here.
Tight windows, no problem to grab the tackle, and it's 1st down in the red zone at the 10. Keeping it on the ground on 1st and goal. And he runs into a wall, maybe got it back to the line of scrimmage.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Wide out trying to get it in. Touchdown, Missouri State. And they take it in for 6 more points.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback and wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Returner will field it and try to get some field position. Didn't find any crease. So here comes the Missouri State offense. There have been few obstacles for this offense as they are starting to pull away here in the second half, Jesse.
And this has been a dream game for this play caller too, right? It's like anything that he's calling is working flawlessly.
Yeah, it's fun to be the offensive coordinator, but not the defensive coordinator. They have had no answers. It's been an absolutely miserable day trying to solve the riddle of this offense.
Lets it fly. Got his man. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening first and goal from the 9.
To be honest, I think the quarterback was a little bit surprised himself with the play call that came in that time. You've got a 3-possession lead here in the third quarter of this game. You're probably expecting some short throws, some runs. And this play caller is still asking for shot plays. And listen, you're the quarterback, you're happy to oblige. When you've got the playmakers you have offensively, just keep chucking it.
And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. As we start the fourth quarter, it'll take a pretty sizable comeback to win this one. They'd love to start this quarter off with a touchdown right here. Trying to bully their way in. Touchdown, Missouri State. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And this kind of performance has to give this team so much confidence. Week 1, you go on the road into a hostile environment, and you put the beat down like this coaching staff is going to be happy on the ride home.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point makes it 28-0. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. Coming out with it, it's Shelton. I know he thinks he can house every return, but some... Okay, guys, the Bears offense comes onto the field. They had this thing in a hammerlock at halftime, and now they are really ratcheting up the pressure, David.
And I tell you what, this offense doesn't have to change a thing, Paul. They've done what they wanted in the first half and starting off the second half in the same fashion.
And I like how they're letting different guys get involved, too. They've got so many different playmakers all over the field.
He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing.
And it's picked off at the goal line. That's a way to make a stand. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this. Three tight ends in the formation on 1st and 10. They'll try to keep this clock moving on the ground. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and leading the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
Let's go, fellas. Fly to the ball. Come on. We got it.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Catch in the middle, it's Johnson. They get him stopped, but the big gain has them on the doorstep. Let's mark it at the 13. The Bears will line it up on 1st and 10. Gonna run it. It's Blue. pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt.
And I'm a fan of this, man. Run the football, eat the clock. We got the lead. This offense has put together a nice day, man. Like, just balance, rhythm, timing, play calling, everything has worked. That's why they built this lead. They've had a great day today.
The give to the single back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Man, oh man, the ball carrier was just shut down.
And I tell you what, they need some push up front too, right? They got to move those defensive linemen out of the way, at least create a hole so your running back has a chance. Not there. He didn't have any.
Leaves it with the running back. He did not make it a stone wall on third down.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground? That is a baller.
They get a big win here and start the season on a positive note.
You got to love that as the players. You come out, you have so much anticipation coming into the season, finally getting ready to play in front of a live audience. You're able to come out and execute, get this win under your belt. David, couldn't be a better way to start the year.
And for the losing team, obviously, it's a little bit different. You have something to look at now to analyze where do I need to get a little bit better, but plenty of time still left in the season to improve and turn it around.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.